Summer vacation. I have no video games that I want to play.
Eh?
I don't know who you are.
I'm Mr. Exciting New Games coming to Nintendo Switch next month.
Who?
Hey everyone, Felix from Nintendo Life here, and today I bring forth 10 exciting video games coming out in the month of July 2024. We'll have everything from JRPGs, majestical adventures, and original and cute looking platforming. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. And the first game on the list is The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, coming out the 5th of July. In this game, you play as Van Ackroyd, a bounty hunter, detective, negotiator, and his path of life will change drastically as he accepts a strange case that threatens his entire nation. If you're wondering what type of game it is, it's a turn-based JRPG where you fight monsters, and combat looks like a mesh of Xenoblade and Octopath. Personally, I'm not very well versed in The Legend of Heroes, and it doesn't really look like my cup of tea, but I do know that the series has a very good reputation, and if you don't believe them, well, you can try out the demo with the prologue. That way, you'll be well informed if you want to pick this game up or not when it launches onto Nintendo Switch the 5th of July. And the next game on the list is Darkest Dungeon 2, coming out for the Switch July 15th. In this roguelite adventure, you'll be trying to avert Doomsday, and to do that, you must go on a road trip where you have to put together a party for your stagecoach. Travel deep into the darkness where you'll try again and again to go on expeditions, and you'll have to manage your character's stress levels as well. The different party members of your team can either get along well or split up, ruining your trip, so it's about finding a good balance, preferably just a balance where everything goes well. I have a friend who is a very big Darkest Dungeon fan and has been telling me to give this game a go because it is really cool how the characters interact with each other during the runs, so yeah. And the next game on the list is coming 2 days later on July 17th. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. This is also a roguelite, but set in the very recognizable world of TNMT. The story of the game is that you, as the 4 turtles, have to save the Master Splinter who's been kidnapped by Shredder. You'll have to traverse random room layouts, kick the Foot Club where it really hurts them, get some power-ups, and when you die, you can go back to your base camp and get some permanent upgrades. So if you've played Hades, in that game you have different weapons that really change up how you play the game. But in this game instead, you just play as the different turtles, and each turtle has different playstyles. Now, you can play this alone, but you can also play this with 3 other people, only online though. So there's only online co-op, no local. That seems a bit weird, but I guess the reason is that you'd want the whole screen to play kinda like in Splatoon, but still, it feels like a very good couch co-op game, so that's a bit of a shame to see. I personally love Hades, so if it plays anything like that, I mean, yes, please. And this is a timed console exclusive, so if you don't really want to play it on Switch when it comes out July 17th, you can wait a bit and maybe get it on another console. But I will say it does look like it plays really well on Switch, so I don't see a reason why you would wait if you were excited to play it. And 1 day later, we have Nintendo's big game of the month. It's Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. So in this game, you partake in NES speedrunning challenges. This can be everything from small challenges that take seconds to some that take minutes. There's a great variety, and Sion has actually already played this game and has a video up on the channel talking about what his thoughts were on the game, and I'll leave a link to that down in the description. Now, it must be said that the full games are not included here. They haven't touched the visuals. You don't have to play alone though, because there's couch co-op, so you can battle against each other, and that actually seems really fun for party sessions when you have a couple of friends over and just, hey, let's do some speedrunning challenges and see who's the best at these NES games. So, do you have what it takes to beat your friends or just beat your high score in these NES challenges? Well, you can find out on July 18th when this game releases onto the Nintendo Switch. And on the same day, we have a game I'm very much looking forward to. It's Shim. In this game, you jump around in shadows, and already there, you have me hooked. Ever since I saw this game, it's been on my wish list because it just looks incredibly fun. I love the idea of the platforming being that you have to jump from one shadow to another, and there's a demo on Steam which I've tried out, and it's really forgiving in the way that you don't have to land exactly in the shadow, you kind of just slip in. That doesn't mean that you always land in the shadow, but it looks like they fine-tweaked it to perfection. Sometimes you also control the things that you are the shadow of, which I did not see coming for some reason, and the art style, wow, it's very simplistic, but it's so pleasing to look at. Now, it must be said, I went into this game thinking, oh yeah, a little cheerful adventure, and then I played the demo, it's like, oh, it's not as cheerful as I thought. It has some sad elements, but I've also not played it to a conclusion, so it might just be a bit sad in the start and then it gets happy. Either way, this game is very, very fun. It's always nice when someone comes along and just thinks up something completely new in terms of gameplay, and that is what they've done here. July 18th, mark it on your calendar, because not only do we have Nintendo World Championship NES Edition and Shim, which looks absolutely amazing, but we also have the next game on the list releasing on that same day, and that looks like something really special. And that game is Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus. This is one of the best looking games I've seen in a very long time. And this is a Metroidvania that is looking to just take the world by storm. I don't see a lot of people talking about this game. Maybe I'm just in the wrong bubble on the internet, but my god, this just looks like one of those really special games. The gameplay looks fantastic, the art style is on point, and the whole Japanese vibe is just so well executed. There's going to be a lot of boss fights, platform challenges, NPCs to interact to, and just look at the gameplay trailer. It looks fantastic. I'm going to have a very hard time choosing between this and Shim. I'm going to choose both, but which one do I play first? I guess it's just what I'm in the mood for. Move aside Silksong, Bow is my new friend. A couple of days later, on July 22nd, we have the new Denpa, and I must say I was really surprised to see this in the recent Direct. For those who don't know, there was 3 Denpa games back on the 3DS, which a lot of people really enjoyed, and there was 2 more games that released in Japan only. This game was also shown in the Japanese Nintendo Direct back in February, but with no sign of it being released in the West. But now it is, and boy, what a time it is to be alive. This is a free-to-play game where you go around and catch these weird Denpa, and then you go on an RPG adventure with these Denpa. You also get to decorate your island and play with 3 other people to catch special Denpa. It looks like wacky fun. I don't know exactly how the free-to-play formula will work here, like what's the catch? It looks fun, it looks nice, but why is it free to play? Why, yeah, can you buy things in the game? I'm excited to just learn more about it. It is a series that a lot of people might not know about. It's a bit more niche, and that's so nice to see Nintendo just looking at the more niche franchises and being like, yeah, let's put that on Switch. There is people who will play that, and yes, there is. Maybe it's not me because there's just so many other games to play, but it warms my heart when I go down to the comment section of the trailer and just see people freaking out about a new Denpa, because really none of us saw it coming. Then a day later, we have a bit more of a serious game coming out July 23rd. It is Conscript. Now this is a horror game, but without ghosts, zombies, monsters. This is about the scary parts of actual war, and that is such a genius way to make a horror game. It's set during World War I, and it has this DS-like art style. I think it's super well executed, and my god, this game just looks so unsettling, very dark, very serious, and while it might not be a game for me because I don't gel very well with horror, it does look like a very good game, and I wish I wasn't such a scary pants because it's very intriguing. It looks like it's tackling some very interesting and mature themes, and yeah, I can't wait to see what people think about this game when it launches onto the Nintendo Switch July 23rd. And the penultimate game on this list is Arranger, a role-puzzling adventure launching July 25th. But this game really caught my attention when it was first revealed. It's just so original looking. I haven't seen many games looking like this, if any. You travel around on these tiles, moving everything that's on the same lane. And with this concept, you'll be solving all sorts of puzzles and interacting with this world. Like I said with Shim, I love when games try new things, just things we haven't seen before, because that's how we got those good things in the first place. Someone tried something that hadn't been done before and it was amazing, and then a lot of other people did that and we also got amazing stuff from there. But it's amazing when people are innovative, especially in gaming, and this is looking to be just that. Now, I can't quite figure out with myself if this is going to be fun or just irritating to travel around on these pieces. It does look a bit jarring to the eye, but maybe it's the kind of thing that you get into it and then everything just clicks and it's just wonderful. And you know what's also wonderful is the art style of this game. I really like it. It's from the same artist that did the art for Braid, so if you thought it looked familiar, that's why. This looks like a game that could either be okay or could be like a masterpiece. It just gives me that feeling that it could be really good, but I'll just wait until the reviews come in to decide if I want this game or not. And lastly, on July 26th, we have One Piece Odyssey. Now, this already released on other platforms a while back, but now it is coming to Switch, albeit with a bit of a graphical downgrade. This is a classic RPG, but with One Piece. Very Dragon Quest-like if you just take a look at the footage. Personally, I haven't seen One Piece, but I know One Piece is very popular and very good and very long. But don't worry, this game isn't as long as the series. I've read online that it's about like 30 plus hours long. You play as members of the Straw Hat crew in this One Piece world, where you go around tackling monsters and trying to find these cube-like things that were taken from you at the start of the game. I've heard that the game is not very open-worldy, so you just have these open areas, but they're quite linear, so you just travel along those. I don't know how nice that is. Some people like it, some people don't. I just wanted to let you know, because I've seen that they've described this as an open world game, but I've heard that it's actually not that open world, so keep your expectations in check. Anyway, even though that this game does look graphically inferior to the versions on other platforms, I still think it looks really good. I mean, time will tell how it actually runs on the Switch, but if you're a One Piece fan, you've either already played it or you've been waiting out for the Switch version coming July 26th. And there you have it. Those were 10 exciting games coming out for the Switch in the month of July. Are there any of these games that you're picking up, or are there any games that we missed that you want other people to know about? Well, let us know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, why don't you look forward for that subscribe button? I don't know. Oh, there it is. You should give it a click. And don't forget to check out our website, NintendoLife.com, for all sorts of Nintendo-related content. Stay safe, play some video games here in July, and we'll see you in the next one. Felix from Nintendo Life, out.